So now let's see how we can estimate the enterprise terminal value. Uh, to estimate the terminal value for the discounted free cash flow model, we need to make an assumption similar to the assumption that we made for the constant dividend growth model. The assumption is that the free cash flows beyond year N will um, grow at a rate G, at a constant rate G. Okay. And how we can estimate the long-term growth rate for the cash flows. This long run growth rate is typically based on expected long run growth rate of the firm's revenue, and this rate cannot be higher than long run economic growth rate. Okay, so we can use this formula to calculate the or estimate the terminal value for the enterprise. So now we know how to um, calculate or estimate all the inputs for the free cash flow model. Let's solve an example to see if we can wrap this model. Suppose that Rivera Corporation will have a free cash flow of 10 million in year 2021, $12 million in year 2022, and $13.8 million in year 2023. And thereafter, its free cash flows will grow at a rate of 5% per year. If the weighted average cost of capital is 11%, what is the enterprise value today? And then we also interested to calculate the share price for Rivera Corporation. So if Rivera has 5 million in cash and $56 million in debt, and also 20 million shares outstanding, how we can calculate its share price. Okay, so this table shows the free cash flows for Rivera Corporation. So in year one, 10 million, year two, 12 million, and year three, $13.8 million. Okay, and from year four to year end, we need to calculate the free cash flows using the growth rate that we are given by the example. Okay, so I'm going to solve this question in two steps. In the first step, we are going to calculate the enterprise value of the firm. So to do that, this is the formula that we are going to use. And we have this information, we have the information for the free cash flows, but we need to estimate the enterprise value at the terminal period, or the terminal value of the enterprise. So first, I just put all the cash flows that were given by the example, and then in the next step, I'm going to calculate the terminal value of enterprise, which is the third year cash flow, free cash flow multiplied by its growth rate, which is 5%. So multiply by 1.05 and divide by the average cost of capital, a weighted average cost of capital minus the growth rate. So that would give us $241.5 million. And then we can calculate the present value for all of these cash flows. Okay, so if we do that, if I substitute this here and calculate all these numbers, I would get a number that is 200 and $205.42 million. So this is the enterprise value of the firm today. So to get the share price today, we need to take the second step. So the second step is to calculate the price today using this formula. So I'm going to add back the cash and subtract the debt from the enterprise value today to get the market value of equity today, and then I will divide it by the shares outstanding to calculate the price today. And we have all this information from the example. So I'm just going to substitute these numbers, and what I get at the end is $7.72. So the price today is $7.72. Okay.